thank you for your good work on the bill. We've spent months working on a discussion draft and moving this forward, so I'm so pleased that today we are to the hearing stage on this. Now, I represent Tennessee, so it doesn't matter if you're on Beale Street or if you're on Music Row, or maybe you're working with Naxos or one of the symphony distributors. You know, we distribute more symphonic music out of Nashville, Tennessee than anybody else in the world. We've got gospel, contemporary Christian, we've got church music, we've got bluegrass, we've got the Museum of African American Music. It is all right there. And we are really so protective of our creators. And in Tennessee, we kind of have the good, the bad, the ugly relationship when it comes to AI. All of our people in manufacturing and logistics and healthcare, they're innovating and going to town with it. But I'm deeply concerned about what is happening to the creative community, and working on no fakes and making certain that there is a way for artists to protect that name, image, likeness, their voice, that there is a way for them to exercise their constitutional right to protect their intellectual property and to benefit from that property. That is going to be so important. Mr. Kinsel, I want to come to you. I appreciate the comment you made when we were visiting, preparing for the hearing. You said we got data wrong, data privacy wrong. We still haven't done data privacy.
Yep. And
we can't afford to get AI wrong. And it's going to require that we take an action. And Tennessee stepped up last month, and they passed the Elvis Act. This is a great piece of legislation. And Mr. Chairman, what they did was take much of what we've put in the discussion draft, and they put it in place to protect our innovators and to give them that state right of action. And not all states are following suit on this, of course, and I think that what we've done is kind of establish that baseline for a federal action. So I'd like to hear from you, if you will, sir, about the need for a federal standard, a federal preemption on that for action.
And thank you for your efforts on the Elvis Act. It's truly groundbreaking. We are in a unique moment of time where we can still act and we can get it right before it gets out of hand. The genie is not yet out of the bottle, but it will be soon. And as you mentioned, Senator Blackburn, we got it wrong on privacy. We waited too late. Don't get it wrong on identity. It's simply far too important. And the speed at which this will happen will be afforded by open sourcing of foundational AI models which are developed. And once that happens, everything accelerates exponentially. And therefore, it's imperative that Congress acts this year. Thank you.
You know, we've heard some commentators are talking about, well, you've got existing law when it comes to privacy or to personal property and intellectual property protections. And so you can rest on that existing law, and that is sufficient to go in and get a takedown order on some of these AI fakes. Talk to me about why that is not sufficient.
I mean, today, if you think about privacy, how many spam emails do you get every single day in your inbox? Quite a lot. Your personal information is leaking everywhere, whether it's being sold or whether it's just being taken. It's just not safeguarded properly. when that happens with your face and your voice, it's a whole new game. And for you, and this will happen at a volume that is impossible for every single person to try to like personally manage, which means it has to be solved with technology. So it is technology that will unleash it, and it has to be technology that helps manage it. And which is why it's important for us to work with the technology platforms to solve this, and that we have to have a working bill and working law that can be operationalized by all of us. But it's the existing framework is simply too whack-a-mole and doesn't work.
Let me ask you this. Do you, and Mr. Chairman, if I can get one more question, and do you think that the platforms should be held responsible for unauthorized AI fakes that they're continuing to allow to be distributed?
I think we need to develop sort of conditions that they should meet, and then if they don't, then yes. But there has to be an opportunity for them to cooperate and work together with all of us to make it so. And that, I think, is the detailed work that needs to happen. But when we achieve that, then it will work, and there'll be good actors, and many of them are. So I think it's through that collaboration that we can wrestle this down.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.